Hey guys, MeLikeBigBoom here, bring you guys a tutorial on how to complexify your house in Unturned. Now, this video is meant to be a part 2 to my how to build a house video for Unturned. Basically, at the end of that video you should have a house that looks like this, extremely lame and serves no purpose other than providing you a place to put yourself. Basically, your house is going to look like that. And so by the end of this video, your house is not going to be one floor, but it's going to be 2 stories. You're going to be able to easily get from the first floor to the second floor through ladders. We're also going to build some windows in here so that way you can look out and shoot some people. And then last but not least, we are going to make some braziers to light up the whole place. Now, I've already went out and collected a whole bunch of wood. But in general, the things that you should need are a crap ton of logs, some sticks, a roll of duct tape which will be used for making the ladder. But if you don't have any duct tape, then you can use animal pelt and some cans to make yourself some duct tape, as you can see here. It's kind of a weird recipe. I guess the can is supposed to be the middle part of the roll and then the animal pelt is supposed to be the duct tape itself. Kind of weird. I don't really agree with that recipe, but hey, that's what it is. Get a bunch of bolts. I got 9. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough, but we'll see. You can make bolts by putting scrap metal into the campfire, and you can get scrap metal by putting stone in the campfire. So once you've done that, once you've gotten all of that stuff, then you can move on to deconstructing your house and getting it prepared for its expansion or its remodeling. So using a sledgehammer or a chainsaw you could even use, we're going to destroy the blocks that we want to replace. So I'm going to put a window here and a window here, and then we're going to need to cut a hole in the roof to make room for the ladder up into the second story. So you can just start beating away at the walls, and it won't actually drop the wall block or the actual wall piece, so you can't reuse it. So once you destroy something, it's gone forever and you got to rebuild it with whole new supplies. It does take quite a few hits, especially if it's a stone wall. If you're using a stone, you've really got to sit there for a long time. Or my recommendation would to just take a shotgun and start shooting at the wall. It'll do a lot more damage. Or if you're planning on just destroying the whole thing, then craft a Moab and just blow your house up, and it will work pretty good. So I've got the 2 walls destroyed. Now I need to destroy the upper platform for the hole in the roof. Alright, so the deconstruction is complete. And so now that we've gotten everything out that we want to replace, we're going to move on to crafting the replacements of those things. So we're going to need to make 2 windows and a wooden hole. So first up, in order to create a wooden window, we need to create a wooden wall first. So I'm going to take all my logs and turn them into boards. By the way, if you hold Control and press craft, it will turn all your logs or anything in general. It will craft everything that you can, so that way you don't have to click it a bunch of times. So now I've got all my logs, not logs, boards, and I'm going to turn those into wooden plates. I'm going to take all those and turn it into wooden frames. So now I have all my wooden frames. I'm going to take all my sticks, turn that into that, wooden supports, and a board makes a pillar. Now you guys should know how to make a wall from the previous video. Alright, I don't know why I zoned out and I made 4 of them, but you don't actually need to make 4. All you need to do is you just need to make 2, well, if you're making 2 windows. And then what makes it into a window is you put the wooden wall in the crafting menu and a wooden support, and you get yourself a wooden doorway. So we're going to make 2 of those, and then you take the wooden doorway and then more wooden supports, and it turns into a wooden window. So now I have my wooden window, and now I can plop it down right there, and there we go. So now we have a little bit of an area to look out and shoot some things. And we can look out on both sides, and then we got the front entrance out here to where we can shoot. So looking good, the house is looking better, but obviously it could be a lot better. And now I realize that these wooden walls will go to use for the second floor. So now the next thing we need to make is a wooden roof, which will have a hole in it, so that way we can put our ladder in it. So first thing, we have to make a wooden platform, which you guys should know how to make. Now, a handsaw is an extremely good tool to have when you're building stuff, because when you run out of sticks, you can just take a board and put the handsaw in the tool category, and you can make yourself some new sticks. And now I can make myself the wooden cross that I needed. So now I take that wooden cross, I got myself my wooden platform, and then in order to make it into a wooden hole, you take that wooden platform and take a wooden frame, and it turns into a wooden hole. Woohoo! It behaves exactly like a regular wooden platform, except it of course has a hole in it. So now we have a hole in our roof. Ta-da! But now we need access up onto the roof, and we can do that by making ourselves a ladder. So it looks like it required 9 sticks to make it, but now we have our wooden ladder, and it doesn't snap on the edge like you normally would, so you kind of just have to guess. That looks right about the middle, and now I gotta get it lined up perfectly there. So now we have our wooden ladder, and now we can just walk up to it and we can climb up onto the roof. Now from here we're going to start constructing the top part of this, and it's going to behave just like if you were to build it off of a foundation. You can just put pillars on the corners and then some walls, and you will be good to go. Alright, got my wooden pillars. Just put them in the corner. They behave just like as if you were to build it on the ground. There we go, looking good. Now in this specific situation, I think I'm going to have this be a big lookout, so I can look out into the farm where the zombies are. And the way that you can do that is by taking a wooden wall and just putting it in the crafting menu by itself, and it becomes a wooden rampart. And this is basically a half wall. And when you put it there, it's just a regular little half wall to keep you from accidentally walking off the edge. And then at the same time it allows you to look out, and I have a lot wider of a field of view to kill some zombies. So pretty nice little thing right there. And then for the other sides we're going to make a wooden window. There we go, got the wooden window there. I'm going to put the wooden wall in the back, and then turn this other one into a wooden window, just like the previous floor. There we go. And now we just need to add a regular roof, which is just going to be, once again, another wooden platform. Alright. And it'll behave just like before. And now we have our totally tricked out house. But it's not perfectly complete, in my opinion. We still have to add the finishing touches. I'm going to add, I think, if I have enough space, wooden shutters to these windows. Because if you're just walking around and living in your house like a normal person, if you walk by these windows, you are exposed to a sniper up on that hill, for example. So he could shoot you through this window. And by making wooden shutters, you can open and close the windows when you want to, so that way when you actually want to kill zombies, you can open them up and shoot the zombies. So it keeps you from getting shot by other guys. The way you make them is by a wooden door and a bolt. So wooden doors are made from one wooden frame and one bolt. And we have ourselves a wooden door. And when you take the wooden door and a bolt, you get yourself a wooden shutter. And this wooden shutter doesn't snap into the window, so you kind of just have to guess. And once it's in, you're basically protected, and when you want to kill some zombies, you equip your gun, press F to open, and you can look out and kill all the zombies you need, and then you can close it. So pretty nice. You can also make those in metal just by using metal ingredients, and they're going to be a bit tougher if you do that. Now I'm not going to cover up all the windows because I don't think I have enough bolts to do that, but you guys get the idea of how wooden shutters work. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to light up this place, because at nighttime you aren't going to be able to see in your house, and you kind of want to do that. So I'm just going to make some braziers. The way these are made are by sticks and bolts. Pretty simple. As you can see, we have ourselves some braziers. I'm going to craft 4. Alright, I don't have enough, but you'll get the idea of how these things work. So I'm going to put 1 on each side of the door, and you just press F to turn them on. And they're actually really bright, so like 1 right here will be good enough to light up this whole house. So pretty nice. So at nighttime, this house will be very lit up, and it will be very nice. And with only 3 torches, if you want to keep yourself all stealthy looking, you only need to turn off 3 torches. And for the last finishing touch, I'm just going to make a door to enclose it. And there we go. So there is our tricked out house. Thank you guys for watching. Very simple. I hope you guys enjoy. Now you can always expand on this whenever you want. Very cool. And I personally think that was a very good upgrade. Before it was just a simple, lame, 1x1 house, and now it's something actually worth inviting your friends over for a house party. So, yep, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. That is all I have for now. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and do all that gibberish, because MeLikeBigBoom is out.